A trend that's exploding this holiday season and honestly becoming one of the biggest financial red flags of our generation. Buy now, pay later. BNPL apps like Klarna, Afterpay, and Affirm are everywhere. And for a lot of people, they feel like the perfect solution. No interest, small payments, and instant access to things you can't afford up front. But under the surface, these apps are creating a growing debt crisis, especially for younger shoppers. Nearly 92 million Americans have used BNPL. 41% missed at least one payment last year, and BNPL-driven spending is expected to top $20 billion this holiday season alone.
I just want to know how much you owe Klarna. Because, baby, this morning when I opened up the app, I owed them $601. But listen, though, I put $200 for my daily pay. And I received that payment this morning, and I put that whole $200 towards what I owe for Klarna. So now $124. Girl, don't you know I got payments all the way up to March 2026. And when I first downloaded Klarna, yeah, they gave me $500. Now I'm at $1,000, and really I feel like I'm over $1,000 because when I add up these two amounts, it come up to be like $1,020. But baby, you gotta know what you doing when you fucking with these apps, because when I tell you they addictive, because who finna pay full price? Not me. They got tap pay. I'm using Klarna. Baby, I don't care if I got $50 in my account. Guess what I'm using? Klarna. Baby, I'm gonna split that payment up into 4 payments. I'm gonna make that first payment, and I'm gonna stress the rest of my money out until I can't no more. Because why not split it up into 4 payments if you can?
That really helped me finance my Rolex. And I was listening to you guys. You guys was right. I'm pulling out loans, and I'm not really investing it wisely.
Buddy bought a Rolex on Klarna? What?
So you know what? I pulled out a bigger loan, and I was like, let me buy something which I know is going to uphold value over like years. So I bought this in it, and with Klarna, because I have a great credit score on it, Klarna gave me an option to pay like £3.94 for like 943 months. And when you really deep it, that's little money. And I know guys will say, yeah, it's something like 4 years. So I don't mind that at all.
Hey, afterpay, Klarna. I ain't listening to y'all no more, friend. Y'all got me. I am not listening to y'all no more. So I was cool. I was excited. Everything went good on the first payment. Second payment came out 2 weeks later. Okay, I'm cool. Now this third payment come out. I'm like side-eyeing a little bit on the third payment. But then the fourth payment came out 2 weeks later. And I feel like I've been robbed. Like, I already got my little whoop-de-whoop. Why is y'all still taking my money? Like, call the police at this point. Baby, so do y'all tell me, do I need to call the police? Because these people is taking out my money-uns and fun-uns. Like, the thrill is gone. I done got my little whoop-whoop. You know what I'm saying? The thrill is gone. Why are y'all still taking my money? Why is y'all taking my money? So this what I got, little Coach tabby bag or whatever, something I don't need. I think I like it. I think I really like this color. I haven't even wore her yet, but she cute, huh? She got a little chain, little strap or whatever. She got the little straps on there, but yeah, but the thrill is gone. Cause baby, at this point, I done had her for a month now. Like, why is y'all still taking my money? So friend, tell me what y'all be using y'all paying for, y'all Klarna, y'all afterpay for. Like, do y'all feel like me and think we need to call a popo because they still taking our money on? Can you pay a bill with it? Maybe I need to pay the light bill or something. Pay the water bill, pay the gas bill or something, to see how I feel about that. I'm gonna try it again, friend, but y'all tell me in the comments what y'all use y'all afterpay for, and how do y'all feel? Do y'all feel like me? Do the thrill be gone after you get your stuff and you want them to stop taking your money on, or what?
We've got someone using Klarna to upgrade a mistake by taking out an even bigger loan to buy a Rolex. The logic is, it holds value, the monthly payment is small, and it's stretched over years, so it doesn't really hurt. That's exactly how these apps are designed to feel. Painless in the moment. But it's still a multi-year loan on a luxury item, not an investment plan. We see someone proudly explaining how deep they are into Klarna. Hundreds of dollars outstanding, payments scheduled all the way into 2026, and the mentality of, I'll use it even if I only have $50 in my account. Why pay full price if I can split it into 4? That's the psychological hook. You don't feel the true cost when it's chopped up into little chunks, especially online. She's already got the bag and now the honeymoon is over. She's had it for weeks. The novelty faded, but the payments didn't. Now every new installment feels like money being taken away for something she barely cares about anymore. That's the emotional hangover of buy now, pay later. You get the dopamine up front and then the drip of regret for months.
Listen, I'm telling the game. So the game we're playing, we're at dinner, and the game we're playing is we have to show our klarna balance, and whoever has the highest balance has to pay the bill. Right, Julia? We're gonna start with my mom. Her balance is $99.11. Okay.
Hey, I have to put mine up.
Okay. Is anybody else? Why you always think you're supposed to wait to the end? Come, pull it up. Get it closer. Pull it up here.
$64.49.
$64.49.
You cheated because you just said you ordered something else. Yeah,
She's cheating. Hold on. That is an old balance.
That is it. Be quiet.
No,
you cheated, Tony. You just said
Nina, what's your balance, Nina?
You did.
Pull it up. Pull it closer to the phone. We can't see. We can't. Okay, that is 92.84. What was yours? 99.
Look at Joy. Ooh, let's see Joy.
Oh, let's see Joya. Don't have. What you even got in your mouth, huh? Move that finger, girl. Move. What you bought?
Some new staple.
Klarna, come to the front. It's time to get up in that business. If you ever heard the news, Klarna is going public, which means you can buy shares of the company. But it also means you can see how much money they've been making off of y'all, not me, all right? And today I'm feeling nosy. Let's go into their finances. I literally prepare these documents for a living so I know where to look, and we dive in deep. Let's eat. So at first glance, the numbers are interesting. $112 billion in GMV, which is basically just purchases, not their revenue, okay? So there's been $112 billion of purchases on Klarna. Recession indicator? Let's do a recession indicator count. The number of Klarna customers increased 31% year over year. Let's put another thing on the recession indicator. To 111 million people. 40 million of which be on Klarna monthly. Y'all fiending. It's time for battle of the brokest country, all right? Who's using Klarna the most out of all the countries that use it? It's not who you think. Drum roll, please. Sweden? With 32 purchases made a year, that is almost 3 times a month they pull in on that Klarna, compared to US only 6, which I'm kind of surprised about. And what are people spending the most money on? In the US, it's apparel. You can be stepping like that for real. Either there's an addiction to being fly or it's another recession indicator. Where are people shopping using Klarna? H&M and M. This is not even needs. In 2024, Klarna made $2.8 billion with a B. These numbers are in millions, all right? But let's look a little bit closer, all right? What do we see here? Provision for credit losses of almost $500 million. Credit losses are basically how much money they think they're not going to be able to collect, all right? So that's a really ugly number. They're taking on too many people who ain't got it, which obviously, buy now, pay later. That provision increased 40%. And I have to apologize to the folks in Sweden. Y'all are not really broke. It really is the Americans, because it increased because of a change in their market mix, with the United States contributing larger shares. So we are the broke one. Either way, they haven't really been able to pull a profit. They pulled a profit in 2024, but if you can see why, it's because they had some, rogue other income. It's not from their real business model. You can also see that it's costing them a lot more money to actually loan people money. If you aren't collecting money from the people you are loaning the money to, and it's also more expensive to loan those people money, that's a margin squeeze, which means they're fucked. Maybe I could do another video, guys. Let me know what you guys want to hear. Do you want to know if it's a good investment? You can get in at the IPO price through Robinhood. I think they've been given a few shares. You have to kind of go on their website and actually
Klarna saying that y'all have scammed me for the last couple of months, and they told you to reach out to your financial institution. After you untold them you don't know what they're talking about. I mean that Klarna has frauded you for the last 4 months, saying that you never authorized a transaction is very suspicious. This is fraud. I want all my money back. Who shops at Target, Amazon, or Expedia? much. You have me and Klarna on the phone sitting here talking about I don't know anything about this. And Klarna sits here and says, hold one moment, I'm going to go ahead and send my documentation. And what do they send? All of the signed agreements that you have. Your Amazon hauls, your Target runs, and your full Expedia trip that you have paid with them. Baby, Klarna didn't scam you. All of these transactions were split into 4. After your shopping trip, now you want to say that you have no money and you don't know what's going on. Baby, Klarna even had your timestamps, your IP address, your purchase agreements, and the device that you made the purchase from. Baby, the digital breadcrumbs led right to your address, which is the same address that these packages were delivered to. I think you're going to have to try again. Klarna not playing.
People are literally turning their Klarna balances into a party game. Whoever owes the most has to pay the dinner bill. It's funny on the surface, but think about what that says. Owing hundreds or thousands on a shopping app is just expected. It's normalized enough to be a joke over appetizers. This breaking down of Klarna's financials now that they're going public. We see how massive this ecosystem really is. Billions in purchases, tens of millions of active users, and huge credit losses, which is a polite way of saying a lot of people aren't paying them back. They've grown by lending to people who often don't have the money, and now they're tightening up, reporting to credit bureaus, and trying to plug the holes. That's not a free toy. That's a full-blown lending machine. We also see the flip side. People trying to finesse the system. Filing fake fraud claims, pretending they never made the purchases, hoping the bank will reverse the charges. But these companies have receipts, timestamps, IP addresses, delivery addresses. It's not a victimless hustle, it's desperation, and it can easily cross into real fraud.
Y'all, if you are tired of being bounded by bills and you want to break, but you also don't want to move with your cousin and your auntie and all them, you ain't really trying to do all that, this is what I need you to do. I need you to start focusing on your afterpay accounts. All right, if you go log up and make an afterpay and you got $500, okay, let's go ahead and start building that up. Use that when you go to the grocery store. Use it when you go to certain places, and go ahead and build it up. Now, once you build it up and you decide to break your lease or wherever you live, your lease is up, I want you to go ahead and spend about $1,000 in Airbnb gift cards. So you're going to go on Afterpay, you're going to buy $1,000 worth of Airbnb gift cards. That's only going to cost you $250 at that moment, right? Because you're paying for. Once you find an Airbnb that you want to go to, I like to book weekly because of my lifestyle. I work somewhere on the weekends, so I go to work and make cash on the weekends. I like to book weekly. I kind of pick a city that's not far from where I work, and I book an Airbnb and I just stay there for the week. I spend about $250 to $300 a week just staying in the Airbnbs, but I don't pay any light bills, I don't pay any water bills, I pay no electric bills, and I'm actually able to save up my money and pay in for my lifestyle. So, I mean, if you got money, go ahead and load it up on your Airbnb account and just take a break. This could be a break for you to save up some checks. This could be a break for you to do some self-discovery. This could be a break for you to just travel and wing it and live life the way you want. Go ahead and use these paying for accounts to fund the lifestyle that you want, honey, without the stress. That's what it's here for. It's not just here for you to buy some little Gucci sandals and all that. It's here for you to take a break. If you need a break, go ahead and get the Airbnb gift cards and live in Airbnbs. You're going to have to get a storage unit and put your stuff in there if you want to hold on to the stuff, or get rid of the stuff. You can get new stuff. Like, this is life, new things you can have. Rebuild your life, refocus on what you want to do, and use the Airbnbs to go travel around and figure out where you want to settle down if that's what you want to do. You can be free, and you don't got to be bounded. So use Afterpay, use Airbnb, use your brain. If you want to be free, be free. You're not bounded.
Laughed at you at Target because you paid with Klarna for a baby bouncer that you bought. I mean, that's not funny. You know, people got to do what they got to do. Not sure if it's a single mom, maybe not. But especially if this is your first baby, it's shocking. You know, I got 2 kids. It's very shocking. Them baby bouncers are like a third parent. Like, they come in clutch. So something like that, I mean, man, if you're down bad enough to have to get that with BNPL after you just had a baby, you might have to do it. That might have to be justified. But laughing at you over that is insane. People are pretty cruel.
It's afterpay. I'm going to pick it every time. If there is an option for afterpay, I'm clicking it. I don't care how much money I have. I don't even care how much the product is. If it's $5, then I'm paying 4 payments of $125. They literally made afterpay for us girls. It's girl math. We like, okay, so if I have to break this up, it's really like I'm not even paying for anything. Am I right? They need to start doing afterpay for cars, houses. I'm going to pick it every time. Because what? You mean to tell me that I can pay this later? Oh yeah, I'm going to pick it. But my problem is, stop texting me. Because I know when it's due. I know it's due today. You don't have to text me, email me. They be like, hello, your payment is due tomorrow. And then boom, that gets paid. And then 2 days later, your next payment. Girl, stop texting me. I know when it's due.
Really went from layaway to afterpay. We went from buying things before you get it to getting things before you buy it.
Klarna and afterpay. You want to talk about two companies y'all can't make me stop using? That's going to be Klarna and afterpay, baby. Y'all asked that we give up Target. I gave up Target. I'm with y'all. I stand in solidarity. But with Klarna and afterpay, those are two companies y'all I'm going to forever make sure it's paid on time, make sure it's available when I need to use it. That's like having a Black American Express to me. I can use it anywhere, anytime I get ready. Put that in real quick. Credit is good. It's no interest. It's like having a credit card without having to pay any kind of interest or anything. I don't understand why people have this negative connotation when it comes to using Klarna and afterpay. But baby, I don't give a damn, because I'm going to use Klarna and afterpay. And baby, I ain't gonna miss the payment because I don't want them to try to take it away. And it kind of pissed me off when afterpay took away the no money down. But hey, I understand. People was probably trying to get over on y'all. So I'm not that person. I'm going to make sure it's paid. But that's two people or two companies that y'all ain't going to make me stop using. Klarna and afterpay will forever be a part of my spending habits. I had a guy tell me one time, you always got on some nice shoes, Randers. You know, I go into the Nike factory, I get stuff at a discount. Unless you're going to break it up into 4 easy payments, brother, we ain't got nothing to talk about.
Buy now, pay later started out as no interest, no problem. Just a smoother way to check out. But the reality is that it pushes you to spend more often on more things you wouldn't have bought if you had to pay in full. The companies win either way. They get fees from the stores, late fees from you, and now, in many cases, the power to affect your credit score. I'm not saying you can never use these tools. I'm saying use them with your eyes open. If you're already juggling credit cards, student loans, rising rent, and a higher cost of living, layering on 4 or 5 little BNPL payments isn't harmless. It's how people end up overwhelmed, behind, and wondering where their paycheck went. Before you click Pay in 4, ask yourself a few questions. Would I still buy this if I had to pay the full amount today? Will I care about this item in 3 months when the last payment hits? Do I already have other BNPL or credit payments I'm struggling with? If the honest answer makes you uncomfortable, that's your sign. Let me know in the comments. Do you use Klarna, Afterpay, Affirm, any of these apps? Have they helped you, or have they gotten you into trouble? I'd really like to hear your experience. Thanks for watching. Take care of yourself, your future self, and your money, and let's enjoy the collapse.